Hi folks, welcome back to Tony's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to prepare bananas flambe. Some folks like to call it bananas Foster. Really the only difference between the two is bananas Foster has brown sugar in it, and that's what I have here, just a little bit of dark brown sugar. Other ingredients include butter. Now we're not going to use all of this, but we're going to have some butter. You're going to use butter to cook your bananas in. We're going to have, of course, our bananas. We're going to be using 2 whole bananas. We're going to quarter them, and as a garnish, we're going to use these. Oops, didn't know that was going to happen. We're going to have pirouette cookies that will be used as a garnish to put inside the glasses that I have in the freezer right now. Half filled with vanilla ice cream. So what we want to do is when it's ready to serve it, we're going to take the ice cream out. It'll be nice and frosty. Pour in the hot sauce with the bananas that are caramelized, and it'll make a nice little mixture in there. So we're going to use also triple sec. We're going to use about 2 ounces of triple sec, and we're going to use about 2 ounces of cream de banana. Now, a lot of recipes call just for straight rum. I don't like rum. I like oranges and I like bananas, so I combine those two together. A lot of recipes call for sugar. I'm using honey. I think honey does not burn. It's actually sweeter when you're cooking with it, and it just makes for a better presentation of your dish. And I've measured off the alcohol because we're going to be burning that off again. I guess people say that I'm a little bit of a pyromaniac, and that may be true because I do like to play with fire in the kitchen. So what do you say we get started? We're going to use a standard size saute pan. Again, I have big rounded edges here so I can flip things. So we'll get started on that. We're going to heat up the pan, get it nice and hot. And while that's getting real hot, we're going to put just a little splash of butter in there. Get that going. I guess maybe about that much. I'm not one for real tight measurements, but it's always good for you to have everything together. This is called in French mise en place. Now, mise en place means have all of your ingredients together because it'll go a lot quicker. So we're going to take our bananas, we're going to peel those down. We can throw these in our compost pile in our kitchen. I mean, out in our gardens. Peel those. We're going to quarter them. Okay, so we'll cut the little end off there. Cut the little end off here. As you know, the age of a banana, you can tell the age of a banana by the skin. The more brown spots on the skin, the older the banana. You see this in your home all the time. This is, if you look, that's about, I guess maybe that's about 3 or 4 days. This has come out of refrigeration from the supermarket. That's where you want the skin to look like on your bananas for the ones you're going to use to make this. You want them a little bit firm because they will cook up a little bit. If they're too soft, they'll get all mushy and they'll break up on you while you're cooking with them. So we've taken these, we've quartered them. I'm going to put these back in our bowl over here. Okay. This is a very, very easy recipe. Very easy. We're going to be real generous with our honey here. Very generous because we want it really nice and sweet. And this is going to be one of the main ingredients to give it the sweetness that we want. Of course, the liqueurs are going to be very sweet too. We want that to get really, really hot. Push this off to the side here because I'll use that as trash. Okay. By the way, this is the pirouettes from Pepperidge Farm. Okay. And we'll just get another one. It's always good to have spares when you're videotaping to make sure that if anything goes wrong, that you got backup. Okay. Now, as you can see over here, okay, if you can get a good shot, my cameraman is my trusty sidekick and wife of 36 years. You got that? Okay, very good. Okay, that's nice and hot right now. We're going to add the bananas. We're just going to let those bananas steep in that butter and honey mixture. And we're just going to turn these a little bit, get them nice and coated. Okay. While I'm getting these nice and hot and coated, I want to, I'm going to turn the heat down. I had it on high to start off with, but I'm going to turn it down just a little bit because I don't want to burn anything. I want to throw a shout out to all my friends at Spotsylvania Regional Medical Center, up in the lab up there in the pharmacy. I also want to throw a shout out to all my friends at Chippenham Hospital and the labs over there. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're trying some of my recipes. And of course, if you need a car, you know where to come, to Chef Tony. Okay, this is getting really nice and hot now. All right, I'm going to just get out of the picture here. Get a nice spoon. Get that nice and coated there. Just want to put that mixture over that. It's really nice and hot. You don't want to cook these bananas too long because it won't take them long to start getting real mushy, and they're getting a little mushy on the edge. And I just want you to get a really good picture of that. If you look real close, you can see they're starting to get a little frayed on the ends, as you can see there. Okay? Now, I have my trusty lighter. It's the best way to light or flambe something. I'm going to turn the heat up all the way now. I'm going to pour my hot liquid in there. We're flaming that. We want to cook off the alcohol because the alcohol is bitter, bitter, bitter. As I said, you know, yeah, we got a flame up about this high. It's hot. You know, I don't want you burning yourself, but oh yeah. I love flaming things. Keep it flame, keep it going, that flame going till it's all out. Now we're going to add a little bit of the brown sugar, because we want to caramelize that just a little bit, give it a little bit of color. Not too much, I didn't use it all. Okay, just a little bit of color on that. You have a nice visual shot of that there. Okay, now we're going to turn the heat off, just let that sit for a second. We're going to get our ice cream. Now, ice cream in the frosted glasses, very important. Use a tempered glass. If you use really fine china or crystal, if you put that hot liquid in on that glass, it's going to shatter. So you want to make sure that you don't have glass and everything breaking over. You need to use a tempered glass. So we're going to take this, pour in one at a time. They go down in there like so. We don't want to take the juice yet, at least not too much of it. Okay. As I said, this is a very, very quick dessert. It doesn't take any time at all to do this. But I tell you what, you do this for your significant other, and you're going to have a friend for life. Well, I'm not going to put another one. That's just a little bit too much ice cream in that one. Now I'm going to take the juice. I want to pour that in there as much as I can. Okay, it's pretty hot, so you don't want to get it on you. Alright, now we got that. We're going to get our pirouette cookie. Made a little bit of a mess there. That's okay. Get that down in there, get that down in there. Voila. Bananas flambe, bananas Foster. It's really an elegant dessert. I think you'll enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy this in just a minute. I also want to send a shout out to my buddy Bill the trucker, who's been crossing the United States back and forth. He just finished up another 1,000,000 miles in his truck. I don't know if you guys know, but I drove a truck for a little while, and that's a really hard life. And Bill was my instructor, and I've been thinking about him a lot lately. But anyway, anybody needs a vehicle, I'm at Hyman Brothers. I'm there morning, noon, and night, selling cars during the day, making delicious dinners at night. So good to see you all again. Next month, next newsletter, we're going to put, I'm going to make some Vietnamese dishes. Actually, we're going to be wrapping things with rice paper and very fresh items. You'll want to see this. No flames, unfortunately, but you'll want to take a good gander at this because it's a great summer dish. Until then, take care. Bon appetit.